Good morning or afternoon or whenever this is, summer hour. This is Mickey Stanfield, local school technology coordinator, and today's question, how do I filter data and make sense of all this data in an Excel spreadsheet? This may be applicable for teachers, but most likely my clerical staff are going to be wanting this because you guys are probably dealing with the larger groups of data in Excel. So let's jump right on to it. I want to talk about filters and sorting today. So real quick, let's go. Since we are dealing with data and manipulating the data and trying to dig into that data, we're going to go to the data tab. And things are running slow the last half an hour, which is why I've got this file already open and it is still taking too long. There we go. All right, so I'm looking for sort and filter. So I'm going to do a sort first because I think that's the simplest to get, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on filters. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to hit the sort button. Now, if I hit sort A to Z or sort Z to A, it will sort it based on this column right here because this cell is selected. But if I don't want to sort based on that, or I want to set up multiple sorts, I can hit the sort button. So I hit the sort button, it's going to say, hey, what do you want to sort by? Well, I want to sort by last name, but I want them to go backwards from Z to A. And if I have two people with the same last name, I'm going to add a level, and I want to sort by their type of employee. And if I still have two, let's say I have two Johnsons, and they are both teachers, then I'm going to add a third level and say, well, then use the employee ID to determine who is first. And I hit OK, and it's going to move all my data around. Okay? So I've got all my data moved around right here, and it's sorted. I can come back here to sort, and I can change it. I say, you know what? That's not what I wanted. I really want to know by last name, but I want to go A to Z. And if they got two with the same last name, I want to go by first name, A to Z, and then we'll use employee ID if we've got two that still match. All right, and now we're back to the same order that this came in. That's sorting. Sorting is pretty simple. Just hit that sort button, tell it which levels you want to go by. All right, what I really wanted to talk to you about, what the question I got, what an email was about, was the filters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click anywhere in this data, and I'm going to hit filter. And now you'll notice I have drop-down boxes in these first 5 cells that were not there before. I can now filter on this information. Since the first 3 columns are all blocked out, our 2 are going to be blurred out, I'm going to sort with these last 2. Let's say I want to know all the teachers I've got in my building. I'm going to click here. These are all the answers I've got. I've got some blank answers. I got teacher, I got support, etc. I'm going to deselect all and then just select teachers and hit OK. Oh, good. Now I know how many teachers I got, so now I can count these, right? No, don't count these. If you look down here at the bottom, right here it says 162 out of 198 records found. I have 162 teachers. Out of these 198 records in here, 162 are now showing because they are teachers. All right. Don't believe me? That's fine. Let's switch something else. Let's turn off teachers. And let's see how many are blank, how many that we forgot to put in a category. And I click OK. Oh, there they are. Again, I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but if I look at the bottom, it says I got 14 out of my 198 records found right here. All right, so I'm seeing 14 people here. So I don't have to count anything. All of them are blank. All right, let's do unselect blanks and let's do administrators. No, let's do administrators. These are my admins. I should have 5, and it looks by first glance I do, but I can double check by coming down here, and yes, I've got 5 right down there at the bottom. All right, and one of my administrators has a middle name that starts with an O. I want to see all the administrators who have a middle name that starts with, or that is O in the data. Oh, there we go. I wonder if we got anybody else who has O for a middle name. So let me go over here and I've got a clerk with an O for a middle initial. So let's hit that. And okay, there we go. There's both my clerk and my admin. All right. And notice though, this is now, I have unselected. I'm at select all now because I'm now looking at all the data available to me. So now if I turn the filter for O off, select all, I'm back to all my data and my filters have been cleared. How do I know they're cleared? Well, actually, let's do it on this one. Go back to middle initial. Let's say I'm just looking at my A's. All right. You see that icon there? That means there's a filter applied. Okay. So if I select all, that will clear that filter. I'm back to all my data. I don't see that icon on any of these. All right. You can also use this for multiple. Let's say you need to know everybody whose middle name begins with an A. All right, so I'm going to choose all my A and all my names that start with A, hit OK, and there are all my people with A's for a middle initial. All right, so that is how to use filters and how to sort. Let's clear this last one last time, just to make sure you see how. Until next time, this has been Mickey Stanfield.